So we're back at the Social House Nairobi, and we get a chance to sit down with the Lion, known as a tough coach, known as a no-nonsense manager. Robert Matano is a man who is called a Lion for a reason, his upbringing. You'll be hearing that story from him, and also getting his thoughts on the Kenya Premier League as it stands. Tusker champions, possibly no CAF football, possibly not credible champions of the league. He sits down and does what Robert Matano can only do. Opens up and holds nothing back. You have a story of, one of the hardest jobs you've ever done.
The first stage yangu, I'm an orphan. So nimegrow as an orphan. Nikiwa mama yangu alikufa nikiwa na 6 years, baba yangu alikufa na 10 years. So I've grown from that environment. And that only environment ilifanya nikakuwa very strong. Physically, mentally. Because for survival, you have to be genuine. Because you don't have somebody to run to. And when you are living somewhere, you live with the other people, you'll do the most of work. And you cannot cheat. Because if you cheat, you won't eat. So you have to be honest to yourself, true to yourself. That's also motivated me to also say, I don't want my children to be like this, where I'm facing what I'm going through. I want to work hard and make sure that my children also live a good life, the way I used to live with those people, and they see their children, they go to school, and you have to do everything to follow them to school. So it was also, I started my journey from there, and also motivated. I grew very early. Yeah, I was ahead of my time from that growing. So when I came now, when I started working in Unga, I was very young, but I didn't have even an ID card. So I was working there, I was playing football, and they given the kibarua to do. So that's why I came in to face that, the real situation of life, where if you don't work hard, if you are not obedient, if you are not even consistent, you cannot achieve what you achieve. So also, when you combine both, and when I came real now to play football big team, it was now you have to do what they want you to do. It's not about yourself, it's about the team. When I came to FC, I went to Hakati, then I came to Kanatko, then FC. It was about now winning. Train, play, and win. That's the FC philosophy. Go there because this is a history maker club. You have to make history with them. So you're a part of history all the time. So that's what motivated me, that even we are down 2 or 3 goals, we are not lost the match. We are a winner. At the end of the whistle, then we lose when the game is over. So that's what was our philosophy in FC Leopards. And also, we used to play to our fans. You win today, you want to win tomorrow. You win to do a trophy today, you want to win another trophy. So it was culture in our minds. So I grow in that line. That's why I say always I'm a winner, because I believe in winning.
I beg to ask whether football now is harder to do than the job you used to.
Both. That was physical, and this one is about brains. So it's hard, both of them.
A season riddled with challenges, left, right, and center, COVID, money, bans. What was your biggest challenge as Matano and Tusker FC?
It was a very big challenge because of last year, especially last year. It was very hard even to organize the team, even to assemble the team for training. We didn't have even the field to train for fast plays. And when we started training, we trained very few people, around 5 players or 4 players in different times. So we could not even manage to start with the whole team. It was very difficult.
Here's a question everyone's asking. Can Tusker claim they are credible champions?
Who can claim now, apart from us? We have won.
I mean, you understand their argument. It's a season that's been riddled with so much.
Don't have any problem about it because the circumstances. Yeah, I'm a champion, and at the end, 2002, we are the champions. So nobody should complain about how we won. We won in the pitch. We didn't score our matches. We managed to go all matches we played, and even we did get in a cover somewhere. So we are the champions.
I like that you already started directing me to, because I didn't mention what they were saying, but you've heard it yourself, that there were so many teams Case in point, Kakamega Homeboys close to winning that title, something that would be historic for them. Walkover after walkover, affecting the league, but you're clear.
And you remember we started late, that every team. So we came up slowly. We started slowly, not well. But we come up and realize that we are the champion. Nobody has won the league. So we can catch up with the rest. And we managed to catch up.
Matano, hii season imekuwa ngumu. Let's be honest. Which is the most challenging aspect for you as the coach who has won the title with Tusker this season? The hardest thing for you?
The hardest is about when we started the league. We know after winning the league, we dropped some players in different reasons. And also we brought new players in the team. And at the same time, we are preparing to play Champions League. And at the same time, we play the league. And also our players, around 8 of them, they're in our national team. So we could not manage even to put those people, to integrate those players, new and old players together. And they started preparing for both the Champions League and the league. So it was very hard. Didn't have enough time to train as a team. But through my experience, I came back and realized that we are losing nearly everything. They didn't understand my philosophy. They didn't know the pressure of Tusker as a team. Those new players, they came from small teams. And in Tusker, we don't just play football, we play to win. So where they came from, they are playing to be in the league. As we are playing to win. So it was very difficult. It was hard work. So you have my support, and I know you can deliver. So go and play to win. So that's where you come out strong.
I like the statement you've just said. Tusker play to win, not just to participate. Do you think it's the case, though, when it comes to continental football?
Yeah, we play, but we are not prepared enough. We need preparation, and also we have to invest. Winning the league is different from the continental games because you have to have the quality. You have to be consistent there to learn more about the tournament itself. And we are playing the champions of that league. They have been there many times. So us, we go once. And if you go once, you cannot measure that standard. And we have to be prepared, both home and away. So it needs a lot of investment to get consistent in that league.
There are two parts to this. We are banned. So we'll get to that in just a second. But assuming the ban is lifted and we can participate on the continental stage, the CAF Champions League for Tusker, do you believe your team is willing to invest the kind of money that is required to actually go for that title?
It depends on them, but mine is having a team which I trust them, and we are going to prepare, waiting for anything which comes, because decision don't make decision in days, you make hours, even a minute. So we are ready, waiting for that. Any minute, we should be ready for any action. And we are preparing, we will be starting preparing, knowing very well that we are suspended, but suspension can be lifted any day, any time.
Let's come to your forte, the players. Is Tusker equipped in personnel to make any impact whatsoever on the continental stage?
If we get good time and for good preparation, any performance needs quality preparation. The preparation determines everything you want to achieve. If you plant maize, you'll get maize. If you plant anything you plant, you'll get the same. But if you don't plant that way, don't expect to get more, and you have not planted what you think that it can help you even to feed yourself.
One of these days, we'll actually get you back to actually discuss what you think ahead of the league once the ban is off is quality preparations. But now I want to take you to the situation as is. Reality is that you're not playing continental football. Kenya is banned. There's no question about that. We had former president of the Federation, Sam Nyamweya, here, and this is actually what he had to say in regards to the situation Kenya finds itself, the stakeholders, and who's to blame.
The people who sat are not the stakeholders. Those ones who sat are the same FKF Federation officials who allowed Nick Mwendo to ruin the football. The stakeholders are the clubs, the stakeholders are the media, the stakeholders are referees, the stakeholders are coaches, and the government. So if you want to the situation to be accepted as stakeholders, then you must involve everybody. You must involve the clubs, all the Premier League clubs. You come to Division 1, then you go to the coaches. You know they're stakeholders. Yes. Then you go to referees. Then the media, you are also stakeholders. Then we get the government. Then from there, you agree on a common stand. Then you approach FIFA. I don't think, in my opinion, FIFA is happy on what's happening here. They're also frustrated because Kenya is a big country. Everybody's asking FIFA, what are you doing to Kenya? They are frustrated. So they want a solution. But the solution can be a homegrown solution by talking to FIFA. There's no any other shortcut.
Sam Nyamwea, the clubs played a huge part in bringing us to the knees, the situation which we find ourselves in. Do you agree?
Part of it, but not fully, because clubs, they are there, they're stakeholders, they participate in elections all the time, and you ask them to vote for you. So it's about somebody who is leading football in the country, and the clubs, they have to work together, and the government too, not only clubs. So the failure is about both. If you're asking for an election, you need clubs. And if you need clubs, you must be true to yourself. Go there with a clear mind that you want these clubs in a fair way. Then if you compromise these clubs, you're the one who's setting that bad precedent. Because the stakeholders are there to vote. And they are voting who? They are depending on what to vote you. If you give them money, they'll vote you because that's what you want. But they are not voting the right person to manage the football. If you go there as Matano, I want the club to elect me, they elect me according to my capability and ability, not money. And if you buy somebody, you get money, you get 84 people, and you buy 54, you give them money, they'll vote you. So the problem is not about the club, it's you who is bribing them.
And we've heard these stories time and again about, that envelope, that white envelope for the delegates and putting them up in hotels, trying to court them towards voting. Do you believe that, in essence, the whole voting system is where the rot is?
Yeah, because when we talk about the stakeholders in football, we are coaches, there's players, there's management, there's fans. So if people are not free to vote, and you get few people to vote, you are compromising football. And you are the one to blame because you are changing the constitution to fit you. So let people to vote.
Finally, Coach, just to tie that up as we wrap up with the future, what next for this resilient lion who's been an orphan, who has gone against the odds to actually come here, brought up in a winning mentality? What next for Matano and the team he is in charge of right now?
Matano is the same Matano. What I'm doing outside is to do when as a player, what I'm doing when as a coach, I'll continue doing the same. Because I remember, I've been in every club, I've not failed anywhere. I've succeeded. Every club I've gone. And I've not gone to any club who is on top. Always I go when the team is down and I come bring them up. Give them right direction, protect them from the public, inspire them. Everything is possible. What they're doing for their own benefit. So it's you to make sure that they do it correctly. That's why I say Matano is harsh, I'm strict because I know they can deliver. As a coach, you have to mentor your players. You must make them know you, what you want and what you don't want.
Oh, what a sit down. Coach, congratulations once again on the victory, the title, and of course we wish you all the best in spite of the sad part that they pretty much won't be playing CAF football.
How do you know you're not going to play CAF?
I don't. Might not, let me rephrase, might not play continental football. Thank you and all the best in the future.
Welcome, thank you.